Hey, what's up, guys? What's going on? Thank you for coming through once again to the next episode of Jude Life Late Nights. Hey, how you doing? Got to see you. Hey, what's going on, man? You came through. I appreciate that. I appreciate that very much. Listen, today is gonna be a very particular topic that I want to talk about. And we've all said it before. We've all probably been there before at one point or another. And it's a small statement that's made, but it's a very important statement in an individual's life. You know, cloud nine, living on cloud nine. You've heard that statement before. Hey, you having a great time. What are you living on cloud nine? Come off that cloud, living above the clouds. That statement has always been said. It's always been referred to at one point or another. And it basically means that it's a feeling of it's well-being. You elated. You're in the best position of your life. Everything is going great for you. You're in direct alignment with all your plans. You're in direct alignment with the universe. Being on cloud nine is like no other feeling. If you've ever been there, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Okay? Cloud nine. We're going to talk about how we get there. We're going to talk about the feeling. We're going to talk about, is it real or not? Is it a real thing? Let's start with number one. Is cloud nine a real thing? It absolutely is. And if you haven't been there before, I will show you how you can get there. There's basically steps that you can take to get to cloud nine. All right? Now, don't get cloud nine mixed up with daydreaming. Daydreaming is a completely different thing. They're on two opposite sides. A daydreamer is not in the location where they're supposed to be mentally. A daydreamer is out, way out. They're not aware of anything. They don't know what's going on in their life. They're walking around with their eyes wide shut. They don't have a clue. Whereas a person on cloud nine knows exactly what he did to get there. He or she is fully aware they're at. They're fully enveloped in the feeling of being on cloud nine. And cloud nine is just not a state of mind, an actual place that you can be on earth, heaven on earth, living above the clouds. See, we just walk around with our eyes wide shut. We don't know where we're going. We're not in any direction. We don't have any idea of what's going on. We're looking for happiness with a flashlight in the middle of the day. We're looking for the perfect relationship. We're looking for the perfect job. We're looking for the perfect business. We all strive to be on cloud nine. We all strive to reach that place. Well, this is what I want to tell you, my friends. This is what I want to tell you. You can't search for happiness. Happiness comes to you. Happiness is bestowed upon you. Because in events in the world, they go up and down. You can feel sad. You can feel happy. You can be elated. You can't search for a good relationship or the perfect relationship. You can't search for that. That perfect relationship is going to come to you. You see, if you're walking around looking for the best job you can get, you're not going to find it. Now, it may seem to you that what I'm saying sounds absurd, sounds ridiculous. The same way some people believe that cloud nine is just a figment of your imagination. It's not real. See, the reason why I'm saying this is because your actions dictate your happiness. Your actions dictate the job you're going to get. Your actions dictate the relationship that you're going to have. So it's kangaroo thinking. You're thinking forward. You're in that place already where you would like to be. It's a thought out situation. It was planned. And one day you'll wake up and you'll be on cloud nine. That's the way it works. It doesn't work any other way. You see, what happens is we're in search on a daily basis. We're chasing these things. When you begin to chase, you'll never catch. See, greatness and goodness comes upon you because of the way you've planned out. You've trailblazed that path, so to speak, for those things to happen to you. You see what I'm saying? So cloud nine is a real thing. So how do we get to cloud nine? Well, you need to start doing not what you're expected to do or what other people expects you to do. You need to start doing what you feel is right for you. See, bottom line is happiness, man. I was caught up in the same situation. I'm only speaking to you through my experiences. You know, we're living the game of life here. And the game of life is a mortal life. It comes to an end. You ever heard it saying, the cliche, oh, life is short? And everybody says it. It's been said to you. I know I said it a few times. Well, life is short. Okay. Relatively speaking. Compared to what? I understand that. But let's take this, for example. If life is short and the game of life is mortal, it's not immortal, wouldn't you want to play that game the best way you can? Every day? Every moment of the day? Every minute of the day? Make progressive steps? So this is what I'm talking about. For so long, you're doing things and we're doing things that does not suit us. You're not walking or doing what's the best for you. You're doing what's expected of you. If you want to reach cloud nine, you must do the unexpected. If you need to reach that place that's going to make you feel elated, joyous, happiness inside, to the point where you're almost crying with happiness, you need to do what is not expected of you. The unexpected. Outside the box, so to speak. People say, oh, yeah, he thought outside the box and he got to where he wanted. And this is exactly what I'm talking about in those simple terms. The job you're at, if you're unhappy at that position, and believe you me, I understand sometimes we're there because we got things that need to be done. And I understand it 100%. I was in that position as well. But when you kangaroo think and you take that leap of faith, understanding who you are, you will begin to see that you have wings and you can fly. And you will begin to see that whatever it is that you're aiming for or focusing on, you'll get there. You see, a lot of us, most people have a plan. I'm going to say because most people, they do say, I want this and I want that and I need to get here and you know, I'm not saying that at all. You see, it's the travels that make the person. It's the travels that makes the character. See, the desire for us to live that life of elation is what's going to keep you going and continuously preparing segments of goals. And you will begin to place yourself in a cloud nine situation where everything around you is happy. Nothing can make you upset. Nothing can get you off course. Number one, because you're doing what you're doing and you want to be doing it and you love doing it. You're not doing it because someone else said to do it. You're doing it because you know that's where you ought to be at that particular point in time in the universe. And for God's sakes, please listen to your conscience. Listen to that godly spirit inside you, because that all comes along with it. You can't not listen to it, because that's the person on the shoulder that tells you what not to do. You see? That person on your shoulder that you tend to ignore every now and again and find yourself in a bit of a predicament because you ignored it, okay? Or ignored him or that godly spirit within you. You'll find yourself in a situation where you shouldn't have been. You see, up until now, you've only been doing what you know, because what you know is a safe thing. What you know is what got you to where you're at. So it's safe. It's comforting. But you desire more. You're able to do more. You have the potential for more. So I'm saying it's you. Now, when it comes to Cloud Nine, there's other people involved in there too. It's always a strict balance. But in your particular case, it's a strict balance of your family members. The alignment. If you have children, if you have a spouse, if you have a significant other, you must align your idea with their idea or try to find a mutual ground. Because if not, then there's going to be conflict and your journey will go on, but it won't put you in the position, the hierarchy of an animal, the superiority of an animal. And it's no problem for the other one to concede. Ever since you was a child playing in the sandbox, and this is all this is right now. You're living on a huge sandbox. Yeah, there's certain techniques that you must learn as a child that you transfer as an adult. We all got to play together, correct? And this is what I mean by the alignment. I don't mean do what somebody else tells you to do. I don't mean forget about your plan and do what they're telling you to do. We're talking about living on Cloud Nine here. We're talking about playing with people, playing the game. You learned it since you was a child in the sandbox. I never forget this. I was at a park about 2 summers ago, and I was watching a group of kids play, young, not infants, but they were between the ages of, let's say, 4 and 6 or 5 and 7. The 3 and 4-year-olds played with each other the right way. They were sharing information, as we call right now networking, and they were playing in the sandbox, and they were learning. They were networking. They were opening up their eyes to different possibilities and different things. As it became to get older in the age group, the 5 and 6 years olds were playing as well too. But the 7-year-old, the older child, I would say, couldn't play as well. Everything belonged to him. That means he's never learned the game from a child. That has to be taught. If you don't know how to play that game from a child growing up, you're not going to be able to play the game very well as an adult. If a child doesn't know how to play with another child by the time he's 4 years old, chances are he's going to be an outsider, okay? And he's not going to be able to play the game of life well. He's going to get upset when things don't go his way. He's going to demand certain things that are unreasonable, he or she. You must work to your maximum action potential. Productivity. Every day must be a day of productivity, nonstop. Your maximum action performance. This is how you begin to live on Cloud 9. Cloud 9 is not a figment of one's imagination. Cloud 9 is a real place. I know people that's been there. Now you can come off Cloud 9. You can get there. You can feel it. There are times that you've been there. There are times where something great happened to you and you just feel like there's nothing that can make you upset. You've got a little taste of being on Cloud 9. You can live your life on Cloud 9. That's what we're here for. That's what we're put on this planet for. We're put on this planet to live heaven on earth. Each and every one of us. Hey, listen, I'm glad I had this opportunity to share this with you. And again, these are things that I think about. These are things that I meditate on, and these are things that I like to share with you guys. Because if I have any thought in my mind that can spark a flame under you to say to yourself, yes, I can do this. If I can show you a different direction that says, hey, I can go that way. Or yes, I'm able to do this. Again, if you like what it is, share it. If you understand what it is, give it a like button. If this is moving you and you want me to continue doing this, let me know. This is the Jude Life channel. You hear late nights. And listen, guys, be good.